Happy Friday! I'm back with another tip to help you optimize your performance in sport, fitness, and life. When I'm working with one-on-one clients, teams, or just people looking to make some changes, some healthy changes, I always get this question at some point, either about their past or maybe what we're doing currently, and they'll say, Bo, my training, I just don't think it's working. What am I doing wrong? And that's a great question to ask because it usually boils down to one of three things. It's assessment, specificity, and consistency. So if we look at assessment, for example, we often think of that as your NFL combine, your performance measures, how many pull-ups you can do, can you demonstrate a proper squat, proper broad jump, all of those things. But assessment is so much more. For example, have you looked at the past and seen what has worked in the past? How have you adapted that and moved it forward? Have you looked at your past and seen what has not worked in the past? And have you found a way to minimize or eliminate that? As my good friend Dr. David Wyman says, when you're looking at a goal, what are you not willing to do to achieve your goal? What are you willing to do to achieve your goal? These are questions you need to ask. For example, if you have a weight loss goal, or maybe you're heading into a performance phase of your training, and you're not willing to give up soda, then we got to find other solutions, right? We got to find a way around that. Be honest with yourself because it's going to lead to a higher level of success and finding the route that is best fitting your needs. So keep that in mind. If you haven't asked yourself those questions recently, you probably need to sit down and reflect a little bit to find your optimal performance pathway. Number two, specificity. We often think of this as what you're doing in training as if it's going to actually help you towards your goal. If it doesn't help you towards your goal, then don't waste your time on it. That doesn't mean to be very pigeonholed in your training practices and only do the same set every day, same exercises. But think about why you're doing something. If you can't justify a reason for doing something, it probably should not be part of your program. It also should probably not be part of your life, right? It also applies in that regard. I always ask this question, if you're a 100-meter sprinter and you're running 3 miles to train for that 100 meters, is it really going to help you towards your ultimate goals of being a faster 100-meter sprinter? Maybe as a beginner, but outside of that, probably not, right? And the last one, number 3, is consistency. And this is a hard question to look in the mirror and answer, but have you been consistent enough to actually achieve your goal? And if you haven't been, why do you need to make a change towards your goal or a change towards your actions to achieve that goal? All right? Some of those are a little bit hard-hitting, but those are the 3 main points I see when there's a breakdown in programming. So take a look. Let me know if you need some help, and thanks for tuning in.